All right, everyone. How's it going? My name is Nick Baldwin, co-founder of Lab Coat Agents, and today we've got a pretty cool presentation from Lofty's Chief Sales Officer, Sonam Sherpa. And listen, here's the thing. If 2025 taught us anything, it's that hustle doesn't equal certainty. That is 100%. I'm certain of that, at least. Um,
Yes.
the agents who feel steady right now aren't just working harder, they're working from a plan. And we're going to show you how you can map out a simple, repeatable 2026 income plan that turns follow up into momentum, your pipeline into visibility, and goals into clear weekly actions. So revenue stops being unpredictable, because there's nothing worse than not knowing when you're going to get paid next. We're going to talk about a simple framework for planning income instead of chasing it, clear review of what your pipeline looks like and what actually matters. We're going to talk about opportunities, and also we're going to talk about some AI, which is pretty sweet. So I'm excited for that. So Sanam, thank you for being here, and we're excited to get going.
Thank you, and a pleasure, meeting again, Nick. It's been a while, and we've worked together probably in the industry for about 20 to 25 years.
Yeah.
And can't wait to get started here. So before I start, I just wanted to really take a moment to honestly appreciate every realtor that has, attended today, and of course having a recording for them for the future. But wanted to go ahead and stress on the moment here where real estate, I think, isn't just a profession, it's a calling to serve. Every day you get up, navigate ever-changing markets, you juggle complicated transactions, soothe anxious agents, and do it all with dedication and professionalism. So you help families find a place to laugh, grow, heal, and belong at the same time. You just don't sell properties, you unlock futures. So thank you for showing up with heart, for listening, for advocating, and for always striving to do right by your clients and your community. So now we can jump on.
Love it, dude. That was super nice of you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So Nick and the team at Lab Coats, I wanted to say, I want to frame this conversation a little differently. As you can see, my pipeline at the back here, as a lot of realtors do, is this isn't really about your tools, your tactics, or trends at the same time. It's about how realtors build repeatable revenue systems. And regardless of industry, everything I'm sharing is from running high sales organizations with a lot of pressure. So some of it will resonate, some of it won't, and that's okay. But my goal today is simply to share how I think about structure.
Sounds good, man. We're looking forward to it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and we can go ahead and continue on. And can you go ahead and share my screen, please?
Yeah, there should be a little button at the bottom there with a plus sign.
Let me go ahead and see.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, we did it. Now you just got to click on the presentation. There you go.
All right. We're going to actually dive right into it. And, my goal here is where you come off today, where you have a game plan, where you apply the theory you've learned today to own real estate business by yourself, and also being able to streamline your outreach. So it isn't about, like Nick stated, you stop chasing deals and start planning your revenue backwards from your income plan. So moving on from there, what I wanted to talk about is how do you make your pipeline market proof, whether it's the pandemic, whether it's the market going up and down. As you can see, there's so much anxiety driven sometimes where you're like, okay, what do I focus on first, right? It's all about creating a repeatable process that thrives in any market, having a weekly rhythm, and that will, Nick will probably attest to it as well, is building a consistent cadence that compounds again and again. Like, for example, Nick, every morning I send about 50 to 100 emails, to my sphere, to my past conversations, warm relationships, nothing fancy. Then my appointment setters only call the people that have opened the email to engage, they qualify, they set the meetings. By the time it hits my calendar, Nick, the conversation already has context. Is that what you all do also on the real estate side, Nick?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we're always keeping in touch with our sphere of influence. I think some people better than others. Um, hopefully agents out there are doing what you're doing. I know, like, first thing in the morning, sending those emails, looking at those
Yes.
touches, seeing what people are doing in your CRM, seeing what properties people are looking at, seeing if people are saving properties, et cetera, et cetera. So you know how to have those conversations.
Absolutely. And also, what worked for us really is we went back to what worked before the noise is simple, consistent human outreach. And I'm sure everyone's nodding their heads too, is people are overwhelmed by automation sometimes, pretending to be personal. So, what still cuts through is being real, relevant, and consistent, just using your humans at the same time. So, having pipeline clarity is really important. And then your income framework, this is what I want to share that's really important today is reverse engineer your goal into daily actionable numbers so you can really control and track it. So the simple framework that we have that we use at Lofty at the same time is number one is reverse engineer. So let's say that you want to set up your goal, your GCI goal is either 150K or 300K for the year. For example, let's say you set up your goal as that. What you want to do is, of course, very simple mathematics is divide by the average commission per deal. So you know how many sides you need to have. And based on your closings, so I put a number of 12K, which equals 25 sides in order to hit 300K GCI. So what I do then is I go ahead and factor in, okay, my conversion rates. What is it? Is it 10%, 20% to appointment? And then from search to settlement, we call it from appointment to close, right? Because we're selling software at the same time. And then you calculate the required leads volume to hit your numbers consistently. And Lofty, our CRM forecasting and goal trackers that I'll be showcasing very shortly is going to help you do that, right? So the income math breakdown that I have here for my entire sales team, as well as realtors should have, is you should go ahead and reverse engineer. And when you break it down, your 300K goal becomes really simple. You generate a certain number of leads. You qualify the leads with a 20% conversion rate, hypothetical conversion rate. You need a total of 84 appointments if you close at 30%. So your deals needed is, if your goal is 300K GCI or 150K, you divide that. So you need 25 sides at 12K average commission in order to hit your target. And Lofty is going to enable and empower you to do that. Okay. What do you think, Nick, as in terms of the GCI information that I showcased
Yeah, I
here?
think that's great. I mean, I know a lot of agents don't do it this way in terms of like setting goals. First of all, a lot of agents don't. A lot of agents just don't set their goals, and so if you don't set your goals, it's going to be hard to get there.
Yeah. And
They don't have enough conversations, et cetera, et cetera. So this definitely, I think, is a great, easy way to help you do that.
thank you. And our motto at Lofty is, basically twofold. Is number one is how many conversations does it take in order to have how many transactions, and how can you quadruple it with the platform and you augment it with AI to go ahead and do all of the work to make sure that you ensure that you're successful, that you get there. So every predictable pipeline that I've seen, software or real estate, they have the same daily components, is what I found, Nick, is outbound activity, human follow-up, someone dedicated to setting appointments, may it be your digital employee, which we call agentic AI,
Yeah.
okay? One person focused on high-value conversations, and your AI person, your ISA, I might call it an ISA that does all of the work and augments your work. So if you can do that with any other system, it might not even have to be Lofty. If you can accomplish that, then you're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree.
So very important to keep in mind, if you guys can make a note of this, is you need crystal clear pipeline visibility. You need to be able to, as a business owner, as all realtors are business owners, is to be able to audit your pipeline like a CFO. Think of yourself as a CFO. What stage of each opportunity is at, probability percentage, deal value, as well as potential commissions, and the days your pipeline is in the current state, last contact date. Because what I follow, and you should follow also as an example, is focus 80% of your effort on the top 20% of your opportunities. And then let Lofty or any other dashboard show you exactly which deals deserve your attention. Okay.
That's a good piece of advice.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And then also, realtors are in their homes drumming up business, or they're out and about. I appreciate every day I drive down with my family over the weekends. I see these open houses where realtors are working day in, day out to make this happen. Is plan your next week. So if I'm on this week, I'm going to go ahead on Friday, plan my next week, set specific goals for new leads, appointments, books, update and advance, move deals to next stages. Don't just wait for someone to do it for you. Schedule follow-ups, right? And update any AI insights for accurate forecasting, and then review every deal. Like, for example, when we started, I have a whiteboard where I have all of my deals that I'm working for the week, and that way I can even manifest it. Identify your bottlenecks, flag deals stalled over 30 days, and create action plans for them. So you're working and kind of prioritize by value, ranking, right? Ranking breakdown. So by building a repeatable weekly rhythm, I'm going to, of course, share this presentation with y'all at the same time at the end of the call. Is on Monday, I would start out by doing a pipeline review and work on high priority follow-up. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, etc. And then from there, I would look at a system that is driving revenue in any market that can help you scale with an AI force at the same time. Nick, what do you utilize for your AI, for example? Just to go ahead and share that with the rest of the team.
Well, in my Lofty, AI tells me, what the particular lead is doing, the last time we spoke to them, maybe the last property they looked at, whether this is a good time to reach out. It helps identify leads in the database that are currently active, and a high amounts, things of that nature, who we should email. It rates them, gives them a score, et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of the way we're using it.
Got it. It's the way that you use it, which makes it more repeatable, more scalable, makes it market proof, that I discussed before, as well as gives you free time to go ahead and spend time with your family at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and just, building a predictable pipeline starts with an action plan. So if you can go ahead and make a note of it, calculate your numbers, block your calendar, schedule your weekly rhythm, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk about just the product itself as in terms of Lofty. So I'm going to transition from here to just showing you how easy it is to use your Lofty system. So any other system that might have it, what Lofty does right here is it gives you the ability really to, do your lead score, and it gives you a numerical priority, a score at a glance that helps you take a look at which leads are more important to reach out to based on our AI. You have the ability to send them an email with all the collateral that's already digitized with your, brokerage information and logo. Mass email them, send them to a dialer at the same time, or even send them to your Lofty mobile app. And keep in mind that this system that I'm showing you is replicable on a mobile app as well. So because we know that you're going to be on the go. So next, I'm going to go ahead and showcase right here. This information is a client that's in your pipeline. So with Lofty, you're able to actually move your client through the taxonomy of the sales cycle from 10%, 20%, 30%. right here is the Lofty sales agent or your digital employee. So when you're sleeping, eating, or if you're at a meeting, our system is incubating leads based on AI. Your AI digital employee goes in and can go ahead and continue qualifying the lead, number one, whilst you're busy. Number two, it's going to schedule an appointment with the lead. It's going to help lead with listing suggestions as well as monitor the lead's behavior. So the beauty of the Lofty system that you see here is whilst you are drumming up business, your AI agent is going to go in, whether it's a buyer lead or a seller lead, and be able to go ahead and do all of this work to augment your work, right?
So let me ask you, like, if you were going to select help lead with listing suggestions, what is that tip? What's that going to do?
That's a great question. So what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and say, okay, based on your seller leads in your pipeline, our system is going to go ahead and send what is called your home reports. Okay. So what it's going to do, that's a great question, Nick. And I was going to segue to that is we send out a home report that is detail oriented. You're going to get at least about 200 home reports that are going to be sent out on your behalf. You can either choose your listing potential sellers, or you can go ahead and do one-to-many. Do it for all of your 200 potential listings. Right here, your sellers will receive a report with a 5-year history.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it's going to go ahead and show them this information that no other home report does. Is it showcases your total mortgage, showcases your remaining balance and what you paid off so far. It's going to go ahead and show that it went towards principal as well as interest. And then the best part is it's going to show them the net worth of their home right now, the dollar amount. So when I receive this as a seller, a potential seller, I'm going to know that my realtor has done their homework, that I can trust them to go ahead and empower them to list the home because they've taken the time to find out everything. And not only that, take a look at this. You could refinance the home, and or if you were to buy another home, how much could you afford if you rent or you buy another home, right? Or put your home on the market as a rental. So this detailed information that our Lofty provides for you as an agent is going to help your sellers see that that they'll trust you in the process. You've taken the time to do that, and it has your information right here so that they can contact you immediately. Okay. Does that answer your question there?
Well, that looks like it's for sellers. So let's say like I don't know if it's in the presentation or not, but like if you were going to go to a buyer, if you're going to go to open up Anna, you're going to activate the AI, and you were going to choose like one of those selections there, like go to activate Anna.
I'm going to go ahead and activate
like if I was going to like choose schedule appointment with the lead, would it send an email like asking for an appointment, or like how would how would the AI react to that?
That's a great question. It's going to go ahead, and what our AI does is it's intuitive, it's natural, it's empathetic. It's going to reach out to the potential buyer and say, hey, you were interested in this information.
Okay.
So it has automations that's already started on behalf of the agent. As you can see, it's sent out property alerts, market snapshots, market reports. And the AI is going to take all of this information and start communicating and say, hey, you looked at this particular property. We would like to go ahead and set up an appointment if you're interested, because homeowner AI is already running all of that work.
Okay, love it.
That is the beauty of what the platform does.
That's cool.
Number two is, this is really important for agents, is to be able to divide their efforts throughout the day, not with only buyers, but also your listings, right? You have the ability to showcase not only your listings, your office listings and the MLS listings. So right here, what I've done is I've taken one of the listings right here. And what our system does that's amazing is it actually looks into your pipeline and says, what clients fit this criteria? 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 5,000 square foot. And it shows me that there's a total of 24 potential buyers in this criteria. So literally I can go ahead and click this button and say, okay, this is really important. I'm going to go ahead and text all of my clients that were interested, that match this criteria. And now I can go ahead and say, this listing is not going to last long. I'm happy to meet you at the premise. So that again shows trust. That again shows that you're listening to your customers and being able to showcase these particular listings.
I love that. That's so cool. I mean, that just saves you so much time.
Yes, absolutely. And also with one click of a button, you can post it on social media. And the beauty of our platform with social media is, check this out. I can hit post it on social media, and you have your social agent, your AI, that's going to go ahead and tell you about everything that you need to do. So I can choose any listing here. I'm going to go ahead and post it on social media as a story or a reel. And I can go ahead and say, okay, go ahead and AI, work everything for me. I didn't even click a button. It created this right here. I'm going to go ahead and choose this. I'm going to say, use this on my listing information. AI has done all the work. So we have reached a stage, Nick, where it's like Chat GPT or Grok or one of the LLMs, Nick, where agents can go ahead and just tell Lofty, okay, here is my Lofty AI. I can go ahead and say, tell me what to do today on my pipeline, or tell me who I have not reached out to. And your AI is going to go ahead and read your pipeline.
That's cool, because I love that aspect of it.
Yep, that is incredible as well. I'm going to go ahead and move on from here to talking about reporting, which is very important. And this is important because agents need to see and have a system that is going to go ahead and give them the ability to create their GCI goals for the year, being able to edit it at the same time. And the most important thing that I want to show you, Nick, today is activity goals. I know that a lot of agents might think, oh my Lord, this is going to be a lot of calls to make. But here is the formula, right? If you make this many calls a year, okay, let's break it down to monthly, because that's going to look a little more digestible. So I'm going to go ahead and go to monthly. 400 calls made, 200 texts made, 200 emails sent out is going to get you at least about 13 to 14 appointments. From the appointments, you're going to go ahead and close this many tasks. From the tasks, you're going to go ahead and close this many transactions, right? It's really important as an agent to have a system, if it's not Lofty or any other system, that has you taken care of, knowing that whilst I am drumming up business out and about, I come back and my Lofty system has a dashboard, like you go into Chat GPT and says, good morning, Nick. Here's what you got to do is here's updates from Lofty, giving you updates on innovative stuff that we're doing in the market. Number two is here are your tasks. You need to keep in touch with these clients, and or a command center that's going to tell you, here's your new leads you need to focus on. Here's your hot sheets. And the most important thing about Lofty is this, is we have a marketplace. We know that a lot of realtors will go ahead and try to find out on any other social media channel where are different companies to go ahead and pay a referral amount in order to get leads, right? I see that as probably 20 to 30% of your commission goes there with whatever company there may be, like a Zillow, Trulia, etc. But here is the power of Lofty, is being able to go ahead and be in control of your own destiny. What that means, Nick, is the ability to go ahead and either create free leads with Lofty, or click and purchase leads right here. Or you have the ability right here, Nick, is the ability to go ahead and dominate your zip code. So for about $100, you will receive approximately, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my zip code just as an example for anyone that's listening to this, is 98208. And I'm going to go ahead and say, in Seattle, Washington, I want to dominate my zip code. And could you tell me how many leads I'm going to receive weekly? Okay. So weekly, I'll receive about 6 to 12 leads. And this is going to be for about $59 right here, total charge. And so what you're going to see is, for a small paltry amount, you invest in yourself, so you don't have to share that commission with anybody else, like a 30-40% referral fee, where now you're in control of your own destiny. You get 100% of the commission. Of course, you need to go ahead and pay a certain amount to your broker owner and your seat fee and such. But what I'm trying to showcase here is it's all within the Lofty system. There is 33 different ways in generating leads for free, and or they can go ahead and purchase it. It's like going to a restaurant. What kind of leads would you like? Would you like steak? Would you like vegetarian? It's all
Yeah.
right there within the system.
When you mention leads for free, what are there like landing pages or things like that?
That's a great question. I was going to go ahead and segue to that also.
Oh, okay.
Keep in mind also that Lofty comes with beautiful websites that you can go ahead and mimic. We give each and every agent the ability to have an SEO rich website. That's right here, number one. Okay. Number two, Lofty is also going to give agents unlimited landing pages. Okay. What I mean by landing pages is being able to create multiple listings on a landing page and post it on social media to generate leads for free. Okay. You have the ability to go ahead and say, okay, create a landing page for me that looks something like this. I'm going to go ahead and feature this listing, and I'm going to go ahead and either add a pocket listing to showcase it, or I'm just going to go ahead and grab a listing right here. So you can create beautiful, unlimited single property websites, seller landing pages. If you're a team leader, our system has the ability to create recruiting landing pages as well.
Okay.
So it has everything that you need. What you're looking at with the Lofty system is an end-to-end platform from search to settlement, right?
Yeah. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions that there may be on chat.
There was a couple questions. So someone's asking with the, I guess the zip code, last
zip code. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that 59 or 99, whatever it costs to target your zip? Is that a monthly charge? Like here, if you let's do my zip code, 48348.
48348. And I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah, let's see what that looks like.
Right here.
So it would be $118 for 40% market share per month or per week?
Per month.
Oh, per month. Okay.
It says per month right here. It breaks it down. And we are giving approximately about 27 to 54 leads.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What I would do as an agent is start to incubate, nurture those, close 10% of that, and then your next month it gets refilled with another 27 to 54 leads. Now you are truly building your pipeline, and that is what makes it pandemic proof or market going up and down proof, so that as an agent for your family, you've got it covered. Why? Yeah. Because you have a system that's going to empower you to be able to utilize not only the AI, but you have the ability to go ahead and send out mailers, add smart plans, your campaigns. You have the ability to go ahead and send out a welcome email. You get to send out a consent request, create a listing presentation, a CMA. So we have you covered from June to the moon, pretty much.
Nice. So someone's asking, where did it go? Are they good leads? Well, they're social media leads, so they're going to go to Facebook, probably Instagram.
Right.
So whether they're good is just a matter of how well you are at following up. So
not only that, it's also got to do with your mindset, as in terms of reaching out, getting that lead incubated, nurtured. I always tell clients this story before I end this call here is I have purchased 7 homes so far, and the first one with Remax, and I wasn't really nurtured post-sale, and so I ended up finding another agent. So stay in contact with your agents, because our system is going to give you a design center that is going to empower each and every agent to go ahead and utilize our design with your logo and your brand kit. It's all there for you to use. If you use this and incubate and nurture your clients, they will be your clients forever.
So someone asked a really good question. So are the leads TCPA compliant? Yes. Here's the thing with that. So like if someone inquires or requests or voluntarily reaches out, to request information, which is what these leads are, like, you're offering something.
Mhm.
The DNC doesn't pertain to that. The DNC pertains to if you're doing outbound calling, like expired for sale by owners. This is inbound prospecting. So the inbound prospecting, I believe, well, that's why also when you send a text message, it has that little notification at the bottom.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I was just going to go ahead and read this out to your, point
Yeah.
person that asked the question is, you must have clear written consent. And when they go into that Facebook page, it has all of those guidelines already
Yeah.
there. They've given the consent already, and you are reaching out to them to go ahead and give them the communication that they need. So yes, we are TCPA compliant. And then the last thing I wanted to show is I told AI right here on the right-hand side within my Lofty platform, who are my most active leads I need to
that's cool. Yeah, I remember you did that.
Check this out. It actually showcases it right here, and or leads that I haven't reached out to. There's, guess what? 6,941 of my leads that I need to reach out to.
You
So
got a lot of work on your plate there, buddy.
I've got a lot on my plate here.
A lot of leads to reach out to.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see. So how about Canada? They want to know, how does this work in Canada?
Absolute question. We have a lot of clients in Canada, and I can go ahead and showcase. We are all over Canada, and our platform also has the ability to speak French as well. So yes,
look at that.
Canadian clients as well, 100%.
I love it. Okay, so Jari's asking a question, but that's, I think, a whole other webinar, Jari. How do you handle clients contacting you for every little issue with the home after the sale? That's a big can of worms there, Jari. So if you want to shoot me an email, I'm happy to kind of coach you through that. But that's, that would just, I guess, make sure that they're happy with the house. Do a home inspection, make sure the home inspection issues get taken care of. But that's I think another webinar.
Absolutely. And one last thing to keep in mind also, Nick, is our system comes with a transaction management system.
Okay.
If you're using Dot Loop, SkySlope, Brokerment, etc., it already has a two-way transaction with it. But we have our own transaction management system where you can go ahead and put in action plans. But lastly, the most important part is get training. We train our agents probably about 5 times a week in order to be a master on the system. If you don't like live training, guess what? We got you covered. We have video tutorials. You can go ahead and learn at your pace and be able to master the system, because if you invest in yourself, you're going to get the returns 1,000% guaranteed.
Yeah. One more question from Dana. Are the marketing pieces in the design studio, are they for email? Are they textable? Are they for mailers, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Okay, yep. Great.
100%.
So you can use them for mailers. You can use them to email. You can use them to text. Okay, gotcha.
Absolutely.
And you can choose, I guess, from the different business cards, letters, social media, flyers, postcards, handwritten postcards. Okay. So there's different categories too. That helps.
Correct. And I can just go ahead and quickly just show you how that works. I'm going to go to my people tab. These are all of my customers. I'm going to go ahead and get a lead score. These are all of my high intent customers. I'm going to go ahead and choose about 250 of them. I'm going to send them an email just as an example right here. I have their consent, and let me make sure that I can go ahead and send them an email here. Current leads, mass email. Okay. And I can have AI, Grok, or one of these LLMs write it for me. And then I can go ahead and say, okay, I want to go ahead and send out some collateral with my branding, with my logo. I'm going to go ahead and say it's the season to sell. I'm going to go ahead and choose and say, you know what? I thank you for trusting me in 2025. If you can send me some recommendations or referrals, we are here to serve. And go ahead and click send, and voila, you're done.
Someone's asking about, the different languages. So like the websites can be turned into French too?
Correct. Yes.
Okay,
if you're in Quebec, yes, we can go ahead and take care of that as well. Yes.
Anita is asking about expires. Is the system able to work with this? I mean, I think there's a dialer, right? Or is there no dialer?
Yeah, our system comes with a dialer as well as a
Okay.
power dialer, or you have the ability to go ahead segment all of your leads. You can go ahead and put it in expires, your past clients, your
Yeah.
recruiting. If you're a team leader, our system works amazingly in order to recruit agents, be able to go ahead and send them out information. Yes, we have
So
all of
the
the
system doesn't supply expired listings, but you need to get a separate
correct.
data set for that. So maybe like a Red X
Yeah,
account, and then
and then
you can take the expireds and upload it into Lofty and call them that way. If you get Red X, Anita, it does filter through the DNC list, so it will tell you who you can and can't call. So that's definitely on the data provider, but Lofty doesn't offer expired data, if that's what your question is.
yeah, and then we have a library of smart campaigns that you can utilize in every scenario in real estate is right here. You just
Yeah,
have
that's cool. And you
to
can create your own as
set it
well.
and forget it or create it your own. You have the ability to do that as well. And then we have our AI co-pilots right here where you have your sales agent, a virtual ISA that works for you 24/7, whether you're sleeping, eating, or if you're at a meeting, this system's working for you. And then you have a social agent. If you don't feel confident with social media, we're going to automate that for you in order to go ahead and turn every post into more social media leads. And the most important thing is creating a stronger brand impact for you because you are the business owner of your own destiny.
I love that. I love that. Susan's asking, is there a way to find good VAs that are experts in Lofty? And then I see Mariah commented saying they have certified partners that can assist with setting up your CRM, but also Lab Code Agents works with Power ISA. We work with Vitalis Outsourcing, and a lot of those companies, their VAs are already coached and trained on how to use the big CRMs like Lofty. So don't worry about that. And yeah, so that's that. So
Yep.
and so if they want a demo,
Yep.
um, even though you just showed us a demo, but if they have very specific questions, because there's a lot of questions coming in and we don't have that much time left, where should they go to talk to somebody?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have an LCA landing page where they can go ahead and just click the QR code, fill in their information, and my assistant's going to go ahead and send out, and I'll personally go ahead and do a demo for you and or be able to go ahead and route it to my folks that can do demos for you as well and
Okay.
answer any additional
And
questions.
if you scan this QR code that's on the screen, it goes to go.lofty.com,
Yep.
and that's the Lab Code Agents page. And there's a button right there, schedule your free demo, right there in the middle of the page there. So that's the way. So either go to go.lofty.com or
Yep.
scan that QR code that you see on the page with your phone camera and click on schedule your demo, and you're off to the races. So awesome. I love Lofty. I think it's a great tool. There's definitely definitely one of the most advanced AIs in the business, and you guys are doing it right. So keep
Thank you. Really appreciate your time, Nick. And again, to the agents that joined today, build a predictable system that supports you and your family.
Awesome, man. Well, everyone have a great day. We'll see you on the next webinar. Have a
Sounds
great
good.
day.
Thank you, Nick. And thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.